There's all kinds of artwork.
Got a lot of stuff going on in your office.
There's a lot of stuff going on in my office. From this angle, first, welcome to 2023. This is the first quick recap that we've had a chance to do since the beginning of the year. We missed the first meeting. We just had a lot happening and a lot going on. And in all honesty, that quick recap would have been, here's the new council member, Tim Roberts, and here is the new president, Robert Pope, and the new vice president, Tim Roberts. And then the appointment.
Boards and commission appointments. It wasn't real exciting. We would have bored you.
Yeah, it would have been very, very bad. My name is Jared Wade. I'm the communications director here for the town of Avon. And as always, Ryan Cannon is our town manager. 2023 is a new year, and we have lots of fun things on tap. The meeting last night was actually a very quick meeting. I think it was like 30 minutes long. So if this is the first time that you've ever watched one of these recap videos that we do, I sit down with the town manager, Ryan Cannon, or for plan commission meetings, I sit down with our planning director, Bill Peoples, or for the BZA meetings, I sit down with our senior planner, Ian Loera, and they just give a quick summary of what happened at the meeting last night. Now, does this answer every single question of the meeting? No. This is more designed for, hey, you've got a couple minutes, you want to stay on top of what's happening within the town of Avon, this is what you can do. We'll chat for about 5 minutes or so, give you a real quick synopsis of what happened at the meeting. If you would like to find out more about what happened at the meeting, the beauty is you can watch it online. So on our YouTube channel, on our website, you can go back there, avongov.org, and take a peek at the entire meeting, the entire 30-minute meeting that we had last night, or there's been meetings in the past that have gone on for multiple hours. You can go and visit that and watch those all the way through. And of course, if you have questions, you can reach out to us through the website, avongov.org, or you can email myself or Ryan, or we actually have an email account set up. It's just called questions@avongov.org. If you have a question that you can't find an answer to, we want to make it as easy as possible for you to be able to answer or ask that question, and we will get that answer back to you as soon as possible. So you can easily just email questions@avongov.org, and we'll get that answer to you ASAP. So last night, January 26th, what happened at town council?
Yeah, actually, as Jared said, it was a relatively quick meeting. And so it actually had a couple business items, and that was really about it. The first one was our Deputy Chief, Brian Nugent, got up and sought approval for some in-car video systems and radios. We have 2 new employees, 2 new police officers we'll be hiring this year. So we wanted to get that order in and get that equipment ordered. The town council did approve the acquisition of that equipment. Those systems will cost about $37,000. So it is expensive for us to outfit our police officers, and that's just a small little piece of it. So the next one was our Public Works Department came up, and we actually sought quotes to do our street sweeping. Typically, we do a 3-year contract with someone to sweep our streets. For those of you who don't know, we do 2 sweeps a year. We do one in the spring and we do one in the fall. And so we did ask for quotes for that. We received 2 quotes. The low quote was $35,000 a cycle, which equates to about $70,000 a year. And then for 3 years, it made it about a $210,000 contract. So the town council did approve the low quote. And so we will have a new street sweeping company for the next 3 years, from 2023 to 2025. So the next one we've talked about a couple times before. The town is actually working on an annexation. It's called the Oxford Park annexation, and we've been working on it for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years now. We are getting close to the end, but we received another voluntary petition within that annexation, and so the town council had to accept that petition. So they accepted that petition, and that annexation is moving forward. If you're interested in the second meeting in February 23rd, the town council will actually be having their final consideration of that. The next one is really exciting. Our economic development director has been working with the Indiana Economic Development Commission on something that's called a READI grant. It's READI, READI grant. And the town was able to successfully get $877,000 grant that will go towards the Easton Gray project that we're talking about. It will go towards infrastructure on that project. So we're really excited to get that funding. We're very appreciative for the Indiana Economic Development Commission for that funding, and more information will be coming out on that project as things move forward. Then the last thing on the agenda was tax abatement. I know we've talked about tax abatements before. This one was a little different. This was a personal property tax abatement, and this is for the large industrial building on 100 South. It's a personal property tax abatement, which means it's for their equipment, for any systems that they actually are going to put into that building. And that came out to be about $25.5 million. So that's a significant investment in our community. So in return, they asked for a tax abatement. And so this particular one is for Radial Inc., which is an e-commerce company that fulfills retail orders online. And they asked for a 5-year abatement of 50% on their personal property tax. So the town council had to conduct a public hearing, which they did. And then they did approve the tax abatement. And our tax abatement committee did review that and recommended approval as well. So that was it. That's the meeting.
So the tax abatement, if you're not familiar with what a tax abatement does, I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Okay.
You've talked about this in the past. In like 3 sentences, what does a tax abatement do for a business coming into the community?
Yeah, tax abatement is really, it's a way to attract businesses to come to our community. Now, it's also the only way we can compete with other communities. So if somebody wants to go into an industrial building in Plainfield would give them a tax abatement. So most communities, if you want to be able to attract these kind of businesses, you have to provide a tax abatement. It's kind of part of the game of attracting businesses to your community. And so as we've discussed before, the town council wants to get these kind of businesses here. So the thought process is you lose some taxes in the front end, but then you get the business in your community, which is here for much longer than what the tax abatement is. And in the long run, the community gets the benefit of that development. So.
Absolutely. And a big element I would guess is this is a business that's going to provide jobs. It's going to
Absolutely.
provide, so that $25 million is a massive, like you said, investment in the community and everybody around it, and jobs and housing and homes and everything, and businesses even supporting other local businesses. So it's a really neat way that we are able to support multiple different entities. I'm going to say that if you're a resident, if you're a business owner, if you're the owner of that business, we're able to support all of those in one kind of a blanket step and swoop.
Exactly. Yeah. It takes a lot of $250,000 houses to add up to $25 million. And so that's what getting big businesses like this for our community is great for our community. It's great for our tax base. So.
Now, you also mentioned that there's like an annexation committee. There's a group that's put together.
A tax abatement committee.
Tax abatement committee. Can you share who's on that committee? Because I don't think it's just people here within the town hall. I think it's other entities.
Correct. It has our economic development directors on there. I'm on there. And then there's a representative from the school corporation, which is Superintendent Dr. Wyndham.
Perfect. So we're actually able to reach out and get some other voices and hear from other entities how it's going to impact and things of that nature. Just another great way for us all to be able to work together. So
right.
Awesome. When's our next meeting?
Our next meeting is February 9th.
February 9th. If you cannot make it in person, you can always watch it online, avongov.org. But all of these meetings are public meetings, which means the doors are open. Anybody is welcome to come. There are, normally for town council meetings, we have 2 different public comment times. So you're welcome to speak about things that are on top of mind to you, things that you want to make sure that the council hears straight from your voice. We have those opportunities for you to speak directly to them, and they welcome that. They love to hear from the community and from the community members. So we encourage you to make your way out for that. 7 p.m. is the time every meeting starts. There's lots of fun things that always happen, and normally somebody smiles and we have a good time in some form or fashion. So Ryan, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jared.
Kicking off 2023 strong. If you have any questions, as always, you can reach out through the emails, questions@avongov.org, or you can go to our website, avongov.org, and there's a lot of information that you can find on there. Have a great day, and we will see you soon. Bye.